Okay guys, so I'm going to tell you about the Norwex Mop System. This is one of my very favorite products and a favorite for anybody who tries it, and I highly recommend it for every single household, and I'll tell you why. So when I had bought this house and my husband and I built this house, we just moved into it at around Christmas of 2015, so just a couple months ago. And we got real hardwood floors, and I had remembered hearing about Norwex and knowing that I wanted to get a bunch of Norwex, but hadn't actually got around to it. But then I was thinking about how to clean my floors. My daughter was 11 months at the time, and she was just crawling still. She wasn't walking at all, and so she would be on her floors most of the day. And so of course that was a concern of mine about what she's picking up on her hands, constantly putting everything in her mouth that was in her hands, or her hands themselves. And so I wanted to make sure that my floors could be as clean as possible, but I was concerned about what I was putting on them so that she's not picking up chemicals or anything. So this is before I became a Norwex consultant. So I decided to try the double-sided mop system from Norwex, and it's actually this one right here. And I'll show you it first before the one that comes in your starter kit. So, two sides that just flip super easily, and for a mom like me, who, I'm gonna admit it, I like cleaning, but I'm not the best housekeeper, but when people come over, my house is clean, because I kind of cheat and I use Norwex. So, what you do is use the telescopic handle. Don't look at my toes, they're not done. But the telescopic handle, put it up to your chin. Go ahead and tighten it. It'll tell you what to do right here, super easy. And then you're gonna use the superior mop pad that comes with it. So what makes it superior is that it's statically charged. And so it's gonna attract all that dust, all the particles on the floor, and it's gonna act like a broom. So you don't really need that bristle broom anymore. You just use your Norwex Superior Dry Mop and you get all that stuff attached to it. So I'm gonna just put it on. It's just Velcro, super easy. Stick it on there. And then I already got the wet mop wet. I put it under water like anything else. I just wrung it out. And so I'm gonna put this on the top. And I'm going to sweep my floors with the Superior Dry Mop using figure 8 motions. So I have a black lab. Her name is Roxy. And she is so much fun and so full of energy, and she sheds like crazy. And so you're gonna see how this mop picks up lots of Roxy hair just in this little vicinity. So the mop was clean first when I first started using it. So I've got a good portion, picking up all these little debris, even stuff that you can't even see. If you have tile like me, like this, it's hard to see all the nasty stuff on it, but believe me, it's there. So I'm going to show you what's on the bottom of this. There's a ton of nasty dirt, Roxy hair, and so I'm just going to go over to my trash can and use the rubber brush, which is over here. Norwex's rubber brush, super awesome $15 investment that I promise will pay off. So the rubber brush, just wipe it all in. Again, super fast. Gets all that dirt and nasty debris off, all that dog hair, and it's just really clean, ready to go again. And the cool thing about the brush is that because it's rubber and because this is microfiber, when the friction goes against it, when you're brushing off the debris into the trash can, you're actually statically charging it, again, with those electrons and stuff that are going to make it statically charged. So it's going to basically keep revamping your job as you're going and as you're cleaning. So then you use the other side, which was super easy to flip like this. Just use your foot. And then when you're ready to use the wet mop side, just flip it like that. You don't have to change the mop head or anything. And then I just go use my figure 8 motions. And the wet mop, just like the EnviroCloth, just like your body packs, just like a lot of Norwex products that you use wet, is going to attract all that bacteria, all that nastiness off the floor and keep it in the cloth rather than spreading it around from place to place like cotton will. And like we saw with the butter demonstration. So, you know, the paper towel just spread everything around, but your Norwex is going to pick it up as it goes. So I'm going to show you the mop system that comes with your starter kit when you become a new consultant. And so this one doesn't have the double-sided, so you're going to have to switch out the Superior Dry Mop with the wet mop when you're ready. But again, it's super easy. It's just Velcro. So I'm going to show you guys kind of a different way that you can approach your cleaning your floors, because if you're like me and you have some tricky places to get under, you can just, depending on how far you want to get down, I can put it right in the middle and have a lot easier control over it, or I can kind of put it to the side like this and then get underneath stuff. So I'm going to show you how I get underneath my entertainment center right here, and it's just effortless. And again, it's picking up all that dog hair, all that debris and dirt and stuff that's gross on my floor that I don't want my kid getting into, and you're good to go. The cool thing about Norwex is that you don't have to use a dustpan at all. You can just use your dust mitt to pick up all those debris that didn't come up on your Superior Dry Mop because maybe they're too big or it's too much for your dry mop to take in, because maybe your floors are like mine and super dirty at times, or you have a dog that's bringing in all kinds of stuff from outside like me. So I'm going to use my dust mitt that I use on my blinds, that I use on my furniture, that I use pretty much anywhere that I can reach, light fixtures, you name it. And I'm going to pick it up because it too is statically charged. And so I'm just going to pick up all the mess that I didn't get with my mop. And it comes right up into it. And there you go. You use your rubber brush and you're good to go.